Hi everyone. I did it. I killed a paper stack. The other day I was watching one of my YouTube friends and I can't right now recall whose channel I was watching, but she made a very cute comment. She was working on a project and she had said she was determined to kill a paper stack. That was a goal she gave herself, and she did. And I thought, what a cute idea, kill a paper stack. So I was blessed enough that I have received two of these paper stacks. And I don't know if you guys remember, but this was the paper stacks that were going, some people were finding them for a penny in Michael's. And they have, if you have not seen them, they're all double-sided. They're by Mind's Eye, and it's a very beautiful paper stack. So I decided to hold on to one and just kill the other. And that's what I did. Since I had two, um, I decided to kill a paper stack. And so I have a few projects that I did. And I did. I killed the paper stack. So let me first share with you some cards that I made using that paper stack. And then in another video, I'll show you some other projects I made with the same paper stack. So all of these were made with the same paper stack. And this is the first card I made. And again, I used those Kanban card toppers. I needed to make a lot of cards really quick. And I really didn't want to have to sit down and color any images. And I'm not that great, guys, yet with making cards that don't have a focal center image point. Like I've seen some girls make some amazing cards just using words in the front. I have yet to try my hand at those type of cards, but I will be soon. So real quick, I just used some cardstock that I had in my stash. All the cards that I'm showing you are all 6x6. For the background here, I have some, this is part of that paper collection. And then what I did was I added a strip of pattern paper here to act as a border. And here I just used some satin ribbon. Over here, I just added some mesh bling. And then to the border here, I just added some Recollections bling. And I just put that all along that border there just to give it some added bling. Excuse me. These flowers here I actually made using, and you can see that I made those. I made these using the Friscar's Retro Flower Punch, medium. The medium flower punch. And then I just distressed it all with Weatherwood and Stickles. I also took this paper here and I distressed it with Weatherwood as well. And this is, it's not showing up, but this is actually part of the paper collection as well. It's a very pale blue paper that had a very faint design in the background, so you really can't see that on camera. And this flower here I also made. This flower here is a Wild Orchids craft flower that I had in my stash. And then to the image, what I did was I added some stickles. And I also added some of these flat back gems that were given to me by Silver. Thank you, Pick, in a recent rack. And then I also added some stickles down on the flowers and on the vines just to give it some added bling. And then on the inside, for this particular card, this is the Martha Stewart Punch Around the Page. And I think this might be called Kaleidoscope, but I'm not absolutely sure. To the center of that, I added a doily. I have some Prima papers here, Prima flowers that I just hot glued down, and I added this bow to the center. And then to the back of the die cuts, I just added some more of that designer paper. I added a strip for the background. That's that card. And then for the next card, And for these cards, since I needed to make a whole bunch of cards quickly, I used my Kanban card toppers. So for this particular card, again, I used a blue paper as my cardstock. Sorry, I had a little glue string there. And then I added this designer paper, which I um, inked the edges with weatherwood. I have some designer paper here that I use as a border in the background. And this actually came with the card topper collection. I don't know if you can see this paper here, but I also added that. I added some mesh bling here and here, and I added some navy blue lace that I had in my stash as well. And then the card topper is resting on a die cut that I cut out using my Spellbinders dies. And then to the corners, I added some flatback pearls that I also had in my stash. To the flowers, I added some stickles. And I added another flatback pearl here, some more stickles. I added stickles to her hat. And over here on these flowers as well. And then over here on the corner, here and here, I added some of those Wild Orchid Crafts heart blossoms. And I kind of flattened them out and I put stickles on them. I didn't want them to be too bulky. And then on the inside, I just have left it, like I said, very plain. I'm not going to stamp my image in yet, but I left a little doily and a ribbon, and this is also a Martha Stewart border punch, and I believe this is called Arches, and this was given to me by Becca, who's Body Scrapbookera here on YouTube. Thank you, Becca. And to the border, I added some blue mini teeny weeny flower trim, and I just added some of that along the bottom of the card. That's that card. And then for this card here, again, using the same card toppers, they're just 3 different images. Again, using that blue cardstock for card base. I use that Martha Stewart punch again along the sides here and here. I did that to this designer paper, and then I distressed everything with weatherwood on the doily. And I don't know if you can see the doily that I have here in the background. I took the card topper and I put it on some designer paper, and I just trimmed along the designer paper just to mimic the shape of the card topper. I added some flat back pearls to the corners here and here. And then to the image itself, I just added some stickles and a little flat back pearl here, just for added dimension. Over here in the corner, I added some blue, navy blue lace. I don't know if you can see that here. I ran that along the bottom. Another sweetheart blossom. I did another bow with that blue satin ribbon. And then to the bow, I added this big flat back pearl here in white. I added some more of that satin blue ribbon on the bottom, and I added some silver mesh bling to the bottom of the card. And then on the inside, I have another piece of that designer paper here, another piece of that designer paper here. I have this border strip, and this actually came with the card toppers, and it's a metallic-y shiny color, so I thought it was really pretty. Another sweet blossom here, and I squished it down, hot glued it, and then I added some of this baby blue teeny weeny beaded trim here as well. And then here I just have one of those Spellbinders dies that I embossed. I don't know if you can see, and I actually put this on the reverse side of the embossing. I actually wanted the indentation to be this part, and I don't know if that's making sense, and then that way this part can just kind of be puffy and on the outside. And then I distressed everything with weathered wood for that card. So that's the inside of that card. So those are my cards that I made using that paper stack. Those are my 3 cards. And I just about killed the paper stack with that, but I made a few other little projects that I will share with you shortly. I hope you like my cards. Leave a comment if you like. And I hope you're all having a blessed day. I talk to you soon. Bye for now.